Sripada Srivallabha Charithamrutham, Chapter 8, Part 1. Om Sai Ram. Description of incarnations of the Tao. People who aspire for Brahma Gyan are Brahmins. Next day, after finishing the daily worship, Tirumala Das began to narrate, "My dear Shankara Bhatt, when the revelation of the soul takes place, the 16 potencies merge with their respective elements. The powers of various deities enter into the basic origin of consciousness. The knowledge of self and all actions gets absorbed in the form of Brahman. Whoever yearns for such Brahma Gyan is really a Brahmin. Life, faith, sky, air, fire, water, earth, organs of the body, mind, food, water, thought, mantras, actions, words, and the different kinds of names in this world are called the 16 potencies. Sripada Srivallabha is a comprehensive incarnation of Parabrahma endowed with all the 16 potencies. Food becomes mind. By sattvic food, mind purification takes place. Brahma created life at first. Life is the totality of life in the universe. This is called the subtle soul and Hiranyagarbha. The Creator also has the name Hiranyagarbha. The urge or drive for creation in the physical, mental and intellectual facets of man is named Prana. The Pranamaya Kosha body is called Shakti Sharir. The physical troubles can be removed by correcting the life consciousness. Before a man's physical body becomes ill, the layer of life force gets ill. The gross body becomes ill only afterwards. It is only after the life forces are steady that the 5 elements are formed. The 5 organs are created to perceive the attributes of the 5 elements. The mind is formed to coordinate these organs and to oversee that all functions takes place at the same time. Human beings should observe adequate precautions in the matter of food. The mind is formed out of the infinite components of food. If the mind is strengthened by food, thoughts abound. When this stream of thoughts is regulated and controlled, such reflection of the thoughts flow is termed as mantra. When sacrifices and other rituals are conducted as ordained by scriptures, and when mantras are chanted systematically, such process is called karma. The construction of the world was done according to karmas. The world cannot exist without a name and a form. In this way, the shackle with links of profound misery is formed with 16 colors. In human anatomy, each organ is influenced by a particular deity. When the soul reveals to the yogi in deep meditation, the 16 potencies merge in their respective elements. The powers in the physical organs of the yogi get mixed in the elements in the innermost recesses of the universe. Human beings with organs of action and organs of knowledge cannot remain without action. Liberation cannot be achieved unless the ego is destroyed. Actions are performed only based on the prompts coming from the ego of a man. Aham is the glow of consciousness regulated by the stipulations of mind and intellect. For the yogi who had the vision of the soul, the fruits of actions done in the previous lives will get totally annulled. Unless the separatist tendency of the ego is completely destroyed, the vision of the soul will not take place. When the yogi has the vision of Atma, scriptural rituals and their rewards, as well as the ego center and its illusory tricks, merge in the eternal Paramatma. The yogi will merge with Paramatma and will lose his individuality. Paramatma has individuality and is a personification of the Shakti. With the destruction of karma and its results, the yogi will attain Siddha Avastha. Even when his gross body is experiencing the effects of karma, if he has no awareness of the physical body, then he will remain in a liberated state. God may sometimes reveal his divine play through a perfect yogi. If the yogi mistakes that the strength and the efficacy belongs to him, then Paramatma would withdraw them and destroy his pride. If the yogi has to become an instrument in the hands of Paramatma, his egoistic arrogance must be liquidated in the super soul. Sri Bapanarya had transmitted power from the solar region into the Sri Mallikarjuna Linga in Sri Shaila Mahabaleshwar Linga in Gokarna and to other holy places. Transmission of power also took place into the idol of worship of the self-manifested Datta. This power related to the fire has to be pacified, otherwise the priest and all the worshippers will be punished due to the terrible power of the idol of worship, and undesirable results will follow. Only yogis who have occult knowledge can understand that the power from the solar region descended into self-manifested Datta. The transmission of power in Sri Shaila took place under the direction of Sri Bapanarya in the presence of thousands of people. A brilliant illumination released from the region of the sun merged in the Mallikarjuna Linga, and all the people who were present there witnessed this spectacle. There is an important secret, divine mystery in the transfer of power and the actual incarnation of Sripada Srivallabha. That is a matter to be divulged to or to be known only by the great sages. In Sri Shaila, a great sacrifice of propitiation was conducted. A food was offered to thousands of people. The fire of hunger was assuaged on a mass scale. When Shakti sheds its ferocity and remains in a tranquil state, all auspicious events happen in that placid state. However, there were no visible indications in Pithapuram that Shaktipat took place into Sri Swayambhu Datta. Therefore, no propitiatory rituals were conducted. Even when Sri Bapanarya suggested that massive food offering should be held and that other procedures of pacification should take place, the local Pandits rejected the proposal with their ill-conceived arguments.
We shall continue the next episode from here. Om Sai Ram.